Hi, I'm Ashley Sher with ShareLove.Fund, and we're going to do the second part of the meditation coursework. So we're looking at Handout 4B in your manual, and we already discussed the basics of ShareLove.Fund's approach to meditation and how we follow the Kapala approach, which is a pretty even keel, just listen to your own breath. The prana is the breath, the center of life, and it's really just about checking inward. It's not about trying to control your thoughts, but more about just reminding yourself to also think about your breath. And in thinking about your breath, that will quiet the thoughts in your head. And the other thing we discussed in part one is, why do we meditate? What's the purpose? And it's not about mind control or brainwashing. The purpose is that it's exhausting to worry about all the million problems that everybody is always worrying about. And even though it's hard to stop worrying when the problems do feel very real and urgent, the issue is that if you just take a few minutes and you listen to your breath, then when you come out of the meditation, suddenly you just have a little more hope and a little more peace of mind, and you're a bit better able to be your best self and address the things that you need to address. So now we're going to talk about getting educated about meditation. This is part 2. So first we're going to talk about training the mind and the power of mindfulness. So I apologize for reading, but I do not have all this memorized. Okay, so the power of mindfulness. The path of trouble is the place you might know well and find yourself in over and over again. Sort of raise your hand if anyone sort of finds themselves in trouble again and again and wonders, wait, why does this keep on happening to me? Like, I started out different, I thought this was different, but why am I in this same place every time? And it's the path of unwanted thoughts and feelings, and it can lead to impulsive reactions. Impulsive is like what we do like on a very primal level. Like something's hot, we pull our hand away. Impulsive is not thinking through. It's not breathing. It's not making a rational decision. It's that quick reaction that we do with our body before our mind even has a chance to tell us what to do. And the feelings that lead to those impulsive reactions, the unskillful behavior, when we're acting in impulse, it's unskilled, it's crude. Someone says something and we say, shut your mouth, or something. Like, that is a quick reaction. Whereas if we were really meditating, if we're really breathing, just even look at my posture, like when I'm talking about it, like my shoulders are back. I'm a little bit more in control. Someone says something, and then instead of saying shut, instead, you can just kind of look at them and say, wow, that person's having a bad day, or wow, maybe that person's jealous of me, or wow, that person can't control themselves, but look at me. I'm breathing, I can control myself. You know, you can say that, and that helps. That helps get you off of the path of trouble. And basically those unskilled behaviors, those fast, impulsive reactions, they can lead you to a big mess. And you know what? When you mess up your life, it also can mess up other people's lives. So nothing good comes out of those quick, impulsive reactions. Now the path of freedom takes you on a very different journey, and I'm super excited to tell you about it. Has a different conclusion. Step by step along the way, you recognize the habits and the patterns that might have driven you on a different, unique path. The path of freedom is like stopping and thinking. It's not something I'm going to tell you, because I'm not here to brainwash you. It's about breathing, and you make your own decisions, and you make your own best self, by giving your own self the tools to really pause and think. You control your timing. You don't have to give an answer right away when someone asks a question. That's the path of freedom, is knowing you're not a victim, and you don't always have to end up in the right spot. And if you just stop and breathe, and if you don't know where you're going, then maybe don't go anywhere until you know where you're going. And then breathe. And then take it step by step in the direction that you want to end up. There's no running, because when you're running, you're ending up back in the same place. So this time, we can all slow down. And then mindfulness. And with the path of freedom, it shows you how to shift and change and transform your path. Like really when you're slowing down, you can make better decisions because you can really think, is this the way I want to go? Is that the way I want to be? So with mindfulness is a core tool that supports the path of freedom. It slows down your mind and it helps develop awareness. The mindfulness practice will keep you more skillful with your thoughts, feelings, and reactions. It creates a gap where there's a genuine choice and true freedom. So mindfulness is about being aware. It's about reminding yourself that you are not a victim and that the future is not yet determined, and you have a choice. You have a choice today. Are you going to smile and make someone's day? Are you going to react and waste all your steam fighting a fight and proving something that you don't even have to prove because you could just breathe and know that you have the answer within you and you don't need to waste your energy convincing someone else of this or that of your worth because you could just breathe and tell yourself, I'm worthy? Mindfulness is using more of this and less of this and creating a strategy for your own self to save your own energy, for your own self to make your own best decisions. You know, anybody that says you need something from someone else in order to do something, that's like making you dependent. But what I'm trying to say is that you have everything that you'll ever need already inside you. Independently, you have the power, but you gotta unlock it. You have to stop, check in with yourself, breathe, and ask yourself, is this a decision made out of love and compassion? Or is this a reaction because I'm mad or angry or frustrated or bored and just want to see a rise out of someone? Well, if it's a reaction, it's not going to lead you on the right path. But if it's a decision, if it's a response, something you thought about and you're responding with compassion, then chances are it is going to lead you on the right path. And more than that, it's going to feel good. And as you keep on making more and more positive decisions out of compassion, you're going to feel better and better. And those good decisions are going to be contagious. And they're going to be easier and easier to make. And the goodness is going to just keep on flowing. And the people that are positive around you are going to see your positivity. They're going to be attracted to you. They're going to be giving you more positivity. And you are going to basically build a positivity bubble around you. And this can be your reality. And you can make it this way. And it's literally just one breath at a time, stopping, breathing, checking in with yourself, asking yourself, does this serve me? I don't have to react. I can control my timing. Okay, so why meditate? And what is mindfulness? Meditation and mindfulness practices are useful tools. They really help us create a peace and calm in our lives. Meditation helps us do more things because we can see things more clearly. It helps reduce stress. That's like a scientific fact. They've actually found out that meditation does actually reduce stress. And it helps you live a life that's more awake and full and feel more alive because you're present. When your mind is thinking about 1,000 different things, you are not fully present. But when you stop and you meditate and you feel just your breath in that moment, suddenly you hear a bird chirp, or suddenly you realize, oh my gosh, I'm starving, Or maybe you realize you're full. How many times do we eat just because it's there? You know, it's checking in with yourself to actually be present in this moment, for better or for worse. Maybe this moment is the best moment of your life. Maybe it's the worst moment in your life. But you know what? This is your life, so you better show up for it. Meditation also helps us with controlling our impulses. When we practice mindfulness, we have a better shot at controlling these habitual impulses. Like for me, I bite my nails. I don't even know I'm biting it. And then someone will say, stop biting it. And I didn't even know my hand was in my mouth. We have so many reactions, we don't even know we did it. Maybe swearing. It just comes out of your mouth before you even knew it was there. When you are more present, when you focus on your breath, when you meditate, you're checking in with yourself. You're getting more mindfulness. When you check in with yourself and you get more mindfulness, you're able to be present and more deliberate in your actions. You're showing up to this party 100% and you're fully aware of what's going on, and you're not going to do mindless things like biting your nails or going off on somebody or taking a drink that you don't need. When you're fully present and aware, then your actions are deliberate. And when you're breathing and thinking positively, then your actions are positive actions, calculated for good. And then people that are good see that and they give you good in return. And it's like a positive domino effect. And all these little negative, like reactions that are a habit that just come out of nowhere, like an impulse, those get calmed. And you see less and less of them as you meditate more and more. That's the power of mindfulness. These reactions that just come out without thinking, they lead to more and more problems. So controlling those reactions gets you in the driver's seat of your life. It gets you in control, and not the reactions and the impulses and the addictions controlling you. You get to be the boss of you, but you're not going to be the boss of you if you don't stop and check in and tell this whole body to stop while this mind takes control and makes better decisions. The practices of mindfulness will lead you to the path of freedom. With that, we'll breathe and we'll take a little break.